Hello and welcome to Ryno's Orioles Report. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Last trip out to Oakland and playing the Oakland Athletics in the Coliseum for the Baltimore Orioles. So right now, the Oakland Athletics will be moving to Sacramento very soon. What will come of the ballpark in Oakland, the Oakland Coliseum? At least that's what I think it's called. It's had so many names over the years. Now, you would have thought the Oakland team, the Athletics, being very good, Orioles would have been able to handle them very well. Well, they did for 2 games. The third game was, wow. Though at the same time, the Orioles were able to take 2 games in Oakland, but when they played in Baltimore, the Athletics took 2 games. So, luckily, Orioles won 2 of the games and found out a bunch of 3 All-Stars, which is low. But, however, pushing on, you can see I'm on massinsports.com. Let's get to game 1. What was Friday's game? Yeah. Jesus. I don't remember what day of the week it is anymore. Well, I remember, I just forget. So, Friday's game. Ring Central Coliseum. Oh, I guess they've been putting a company name in front of Coliseum for a while. Baltimore Orioles 3, Oakland Athletics 2. Very low scoring game. Henderson 1 hit, scored once. Rutschman a hit, RBI. Also walked twice. Mountcastle over. Santander over. Westberg a hit, scored once. Hayes 3 hits, birthday boy. Happy birthday, Austin Hayes. An RBI and a run scored. Cowser over, but he did walk once. Arias pinch hitting late. Got the hit, just couldn't get driven in. Disappointing. Mullins pinch ran and then moved into center field. Teo gets another hit. Sadly, nobody could get him in. McCann hitting last in the lineup. Kind of hurts being able to get Mateo in. Well, Hayes with 2, Arias had 1, and Westberg had 1 doubles. No home runs. It's a pretty big ballpark. Oakland Coliseum. I mean, even, the outfield, regular in-play dimensions, foul territory is the biggest in the league. Sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing, like say wild pitchers or something, or errant throws to first base, which there were a few of them in this series. But as far as like pop-ups foul, you can get a lot more outs in the Oakland Coliseum. Henderson stolen base, throwing error by McCann. Yay. Several errors by the Oakland Athletics led to one of the runs that the Orioles got being unearned. Suarez started this game for the Orioles. Nice to see Suarez bouncing back. Few rough performances. I guess sandwiching, right? The first few good starts he had for the Orioles, then he had a stretch where he had a couple bad starts now. Starting to stack some good appearances. 6 innings pitched, only gives up 4 hits, 2 runs, only walks 1. That's wonderful. I mean, you get a whip under 1, it's great. Struck out 6. Interesting pitching performances by the Orioles over the weekend. Jacob Webb in relief of Suarez pitches the full 7th inning. No hits, no runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts. Cano in for the 8th inning. Does give up a hit, but no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. Here's Kimbrel. Oh my God, we've had so many good performances by Kimbrel. We're about to get a bad one, right? Well, not this night. Pitches the full 9th inning for his 22nd save. No hits, no runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts. Oddly enough, did not get invited to the All-Star game. Yet, anyway. several players usually make the team and then are unable to participate due to injury, something or others, or so many days pitched leading up to the All-Star break and just, arms not available. It's a possibility the Orioles could get more. Kimbrel included, maybe even Rodriguez. No, they were both snubbed to start with. We'll just have to see. Here's game 2. What the heck happened here? No, this is not a misprint. This is not the Baltimore Ravens playing the Oakland Raiders. Oakland Raiders don't even exist anymore. They are the Las Vegas Raiders. So team's moving out of Oakland, huh? Baltimore Orioles 8, Oakland Athletics 19. Saturday's game. I don't know. They don't like playing on Saturday, I guess. A little bit different being out there in Oakland, especially early. The sun is very bright. Happened a few times where balls hit in the air and the sun hindering the catch of the said ball. Difficult dimension. The sun, the dimensions, because they always say, that third level, especially a lot of minor league players coming into the major leagues, that third level adds another dimension up there when you're looking to try to catch a ball, messes with you. And then you add the sun in there. Somewhat scary situation. Maybe it was Sunday that it happened. It was a pop-up, relatively shallow in the outfield. I don't remember who from Oakland was trying to catch it, but he was looking up there, had his glove up, and then he just lost the ball. And you just see him cover himself because he knew the ball was going to hit and he couldn't see it. Kind of sucks. Maybe don't play games with that bright a sun. Not that you really can. Henderson leading off again. Does get 2 hits. Walks once, but Oriole pitching just gave up too many runs. You can see Mateo pinch hit. Looks to be about halfway through the game. Because at this point, it was just a blowout by Oakland. Why have Gunnar Henderson play the whole time when you almost never get him a day off? So Mateo comes in, does get a hit. Also scores twice. Errors. Rutschman 1 hit, 3 RBIs. Walked once, scored once. Santander 1 hit. Also walked once. Kjerstad, again, getting some of the regulars out of the game, getting some of the guys that don't play that much into the game, like, say, Kjerstad. 2 hits and an RBI. And I know I said I wanted Stowers up here, and you look at Kjerstad and what he's doing and how many home runs and runs he's driven in. But, and I guess this is more because the Orioles are trying to compete, I know what kind of hitter Kjerstad is going to be. Is he going to be a good power hitter? Yeah, he looks like it. I think his defense is a little shaky. He's got an absolute cannon from the outfield. It's very surprising how strong and accurate he can throw the ball, which he did. I don't know if it was this game or Sunday's game. I think it was Sunday's game because Kjerstad didn't start. He throws the ball from left field. It was accurate as far as it was on line with Adley Rutschman catching the ball at home plate. Problem is, it was about 2 feet above him, so he jumped, and he kind of got his legs taken out from under him. Luckily, it appears that we escaped injury of Adley Rutschman. It appears. Very nice arm out there. I don't know that he fields the ball necessarily well, and at the same time, I feel like I haven't seen Kyle Stowers play enough. I don't know what we have in Kyle Stowers. What do we have? I don't know. Barely see him play. But, Kjerstad is making very good on this opportunity. I talk about all the good, and here's Ryan O'Hearn over. Cowser pinch hitting late because O'Hearn started out in right field. Cowser out there, over. Westberg didn't get pitch hit for. Also didn't make the All-Star team. yet anyway. 2 hits and a run scored. Ryan Mountcastle also somewhat snubbed, depending on how you see snubs. Not going to the All-Star game as of yet. Mountcastle 2 hits, got an RBI and scored a run. Mullins 1 hit, scored a run. Hayes 2 hits, RBI, run scored. Urias 2 hits, RBI, and a run scored. Also walked twice. Hayes, Westberg with doubles. Mountcastle and Rutschman with home runs. Oriole offense definitely put up enough runs to try to win the game. But, Cade Povich. Oh, man. Well, I mean, I guess he was due to have I don't even know how to describe this. I mean, yeah, Povich started the onslaught, but it's not like any of the other pitchers did any better. And yes, of the 4 names here, not all of them are actual pitchers. Povich is able to go only 1 inning, giving up 5 hits, 8 runs, 3 walks. Does get 1 strikeout, though. Dylan Tate on in relief, not faring much better, though he does go 2 full innings, giving up 6 hits, 4 runs, no walks, striking out 1. Cole Irvin trying to get some length out of the bullpen because otherwise you got to cover 8 whole innings with your bullpen. If you can get a guy like Cole Irvin to take 4 of them, it's going to help in the long run. Though he still gives up runs, so whatever. Irvin pitches 4 full innings, gives up 5 hits, 5 runs, 3 walks, does strike out 4. James McCann finishes out the game. Or pitching only throws 8 innings because they're on the road and they lost. So pitching the 8th inning, James McCann. And because the bullpen is still, it's out there in foul territory, kind of in play, really. One of the last ballparks, not the last ballpark, I think. Did they move them out of Tampa? Tampa, they used to be on the field of play. Are they still there? I can't remember. I feel like they are. Very rarely do you see a position player actually warm up in the bullpen. But we saw it this day. Somewhat odd to see. Full 8th inning, gives up 2 hits and 2 runs. Doesn't walk anybody, doesn't strike anybody out. Oh my God. I certainly understand why you put position players in the pitch. I mean, I completely understand it. I'm not saying I don't understand it. I just, watching him throw this ball, oh my God. It looks like he was taking a 3-point shot. It's this high arcing thing. Oh my God. Somewhat ridiculous. All right, let's get to Sunday's game. Thank God the Orioles were able to rebound and close out this series with a win. And regretfully, in the long history between the Oakland Athletics and the Baltimore Orioles, the Oakland Athletics have actually won 1 more game. Disappointing. Closing the book, at least this chapter, I guess, of the Oakland Athletics. They may come back, they may not. Who knows? The score. Sunday's game, Baltimore Orioles 6, Oakland Athletics 3. Henderson, 2 hits and an RBI. Rutschman, over. Odd, but okay. Santander, 2 hits and RBI, 2 runs scored. O'Hearn, a hit and a run scored. Westberg, a hit and a run scored. Kerstad, it's already was Sunday's game because Kerstad starts in left field. 1 hit, 3 RBIs, and a run scored. Hayes, defense replacement late. Kerstad, again, not that good defensively. I mean, at least as far as running and tracking balls and fielding the ball. Throwing, he's fine. Mountcastle gets DH in this game. Over, but he did walk once. Mateo pinch ran late and was able to score a run. Hell of a weapon off the bench. Hell of a weapon off the bench. That's the kind of speed. The disappointing thing is he's played so well at second base, you don't really have the luxury of him off the bench that much anymore. Took full advantage of it yesterday. Mullins over. Thought he was climbing out of the pain cave. It looked like he might be going back in it. Urias 1 hit, walked twice. Henderson with a triple, Santander and Kjerstad with home runs. Mateo stolen base. Henderson with a throwing error. Thankfully, it didn't hurt the Orioles. Grayson Rodriguez gets to start in this game, goes full 6 innings. He did come out for the 7th inning. Almost a regression by Brandon Hyde. He had a habit of doing this early in his career managing the Orioles, where he would send a pitcher out for an inning and then they would give up a hit and he'd yank him. Well, he kind of did that to Rodriguez this time, but at the same time, I wouldn't even send him out there for the 7th inning. You certainly understand why you want to, because he just wasted how many arms yesterday. Tate was done because he pitched 2 innings, and you had no Irvin either because he pitched how many innings as well. Though at the same time, those were the only 2 guys you should have been not able to throw. And again, Rodriguez getting up there in pitches. I think he was at about 87 when he finished his 6th inning, so he ends up throwing 95. It's just, that's why I wouldn't have sent him out there. Like why? What do we gain? He gets 1 out in the 7th inning, maybe 2. I just don't like him getting too close to 100 pitches. Remember, he did have to miss 2 or 3 weeks with elbow inflammation. We prefer not to have that again. The only remedy that I could see is for him to not throw as much. But however, so 6 full innings pitched, gives up 6 hits, 3 runs, 1 walk, strikes out 8. Very solid performance by Grayson Rodriguez, who notched his 11th win of the year. And again, not invited to the All-Star game. At least yet anyway. We'll see. Because some pitchers, teams aren't going to say to their ace that made it to the All-Star game, no, you're not going to pitch Saturday or Sunday because you're going to an All-Star game. No, you're going to pitch Saturday or Sunday. We don't care that you wouldn't be available for the All-Star game. We need you here with our club, helping our club win. So therefore, some pitchers may not be available to throw in the All-Star game, and then therefore there would be some kind of reserve or something. What do they do? Something like that. Reserves. No. Yeah. Replacement or something like that. However, forgetting my words already. Jacob Webb on in relief of Grayson Rodriguez pitches the full 7th inning. No runs, no hits, no walks, 1 strikeout. Cano pitches the full 8th inning. No runs, no hits, no runs. Left to right. No hits, no runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. I don't know what's up with Cano. Is it fatigue, overuse? Is it a mental thing? Is he dropping his arm too much? Is he tipping his pitches? But he'll have these stretches where he just lights out. You squeeze on a few pitches, and that's why walks come into play. But they have some. He's primarily a sinker ball dude. How's he giving up so many home runs this year? Don't know. Kimbrel on for the 9th inning, trying to get his 23rd save. Oh no! He's gonna blow it like he always does, because he's old and washed up. And that's why he didn't get invited to the All-Star game. No, not the case. Pitches the full 9th inning, does give up a hit, but no runs, no walks, strikes out 2. Oh, well. I don't. Wow. I mean, I can't believe this score Saturday, 19-8. It's funny to even look at it. Wow. No articles to speak of, as of yet anyway, at least at the time that I looked. Mostly because it's Monday and the Orioles have an off day, so there's really no need to make a move, send a guy down from the bullpen, get a fresher arm or whatnot. Day off, so there's no need for that. And as of right now, no injury movement that needs to be done. So, right to the schedule and wrapping up this episode. See, as I said, day off today, Monday, Tuesday, tomorrow starts a 3-game series with the Chicago Cubs coming into Baltimore. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday all scheduled for 6:35. What? It's so weird. How often have we seen that this year? All 3 games scheduled for the same time. I don't know. Whatever. Well, that will do it for this edition of Ryno's Orioles Report. Stay tuned Friday as I will talk about the series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Chicago Cubs just ahead of the next series. Orioles staying in Camden Yards to play the Yankees. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I am the Angry Ryno, and this is Birdland.